All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the opening night for SnB's first ever Invitational series here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I'm Frozen Toast 24, and I'm here with Element Zero in the booth, ready to bring you guys coverage of tonight's race. Element, how you doing tonight?
I am alive and kicking, ready to see some good racing tonight in Vegas.
I hear ya, and I know you've been racing with these guys tonight. I've been watching, and there's a lot of good racing going on. So I'm excited to see what these guys are going to do tonight. So give me a couple of names. Who do you think we're going to see up front tonight? I always put you on the spot.
Early.
I know, right?
I mean, with this field, it's going to be I think it's going to be a lot of comers and goers, and you're going to see everybody flip-flop here and there. I don't think you're just going to see any one person run away with it. It's going to be a lot of side-by-side racing, and it's going to be intense. That's for sure, especially with all the fast guys that are out there tonight.
I agree with you, and we have a few pro leaguers that are here getting out of qualifying for tomorrow's race. So these guys are super busy, and I'm very excited they can join us also tonight. But I'll tell you what, excitement is definitely in the air as these guys have been waiting to get this invitational started. And with hours of practice, tunes adjusted, and preparations in place, there's a lot of drivers that are ready to take on Vegas. So let's talk about what we can expect tonight. I'm thinking that we're going to see anywhere from a 30.0 to a 30.2 for race pace. Qualifying, we might see some nines out there. What do you think, Element?
I think you're spot on. That's about where the times are. And race trim probably will fall off to 30.9s to a 30.1. That'll be right around where they are in race. And qualifying, you could probably see some nines, possibly some eights, especially if they're working that draft really well.
Absolutely. And fuel count, these guys can get around 20 laps to the tank. So we're going to have to see some pit stops tonight. We have 134 laps tonight. Stage 1 is going to be around 39 laps, while stage 2 is going to be a little less at 37. Either way, they're going to have to make a pit stop in stage 1 and 2. When we get to the final stage, they have 51 laps, so they're going to have to make a couple out there. Some guys are going to try to save fuel and try to pull some strategy that way. But if we go green this entire time, it's going to be pretty intense to watch who is going to come out on top and take home the checkered flag.
Absolutely. I can tell you if it comes down to fuel mileage, I know where I got my money. It's on that Doha right there. he pulls some laps right out of you know where, and he's really good at saving fuel and getting every little bit of drop in the fuel out of that car. He's really good at saving that fuel.
He absolutely
That's
is.
definitely where I put my money.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how many races that I've seen this guy stay out so much longer than everyone else. But there's a lot of names we need to look out there for. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be crazy. I do want to give a shout out to everyone in stream and chat. You guys are awesome. Rock, we see out there. Melski. Motorsports Game just subscribed. We have Melski with a subscription. You guys are awesome out there. Thank you so much for the love. Grizzy out there with the cheers. A huge thank you for showing up. These guys really appreciate the support. I know they're excited. It's their first showing, first race out of 4. And these are 50% races, 3 times wear. We have 4 tracks, like I said. Tonight is Las Vegas. Next week, we're going to the Glen. Then we're hitting Richmond, and we're going to end it at Auto Club. So it's going to be really cool to see who brings home the championship for these 4 races. It's a very short but sweet series here.
Absolutely.
All right,
Short
Element.
to the point.
Exactly. I have to put you on the spot again. We have a huge field, and I know you have that list of names in front of you. Who do you think might be the dark horse for the night?
Ooh, dark horse. I like this. If he can stay out of trouble, my dark horse would definitely be Fox or Cape. They were doing really well in the practice races, and they got some quick cars. It's just can they
Absolutely.
do what they need to do either at the end.
I hear ya. I mean, I've practiced with them throughout the week. A lot of these guys, so many of them are fast. But Cape and Fox over there, they are really, really fast. So I'm looking for them to be out front and surprise a few guys. They're super fast, but we know that other guys like Tom Tom and Dohar and Tedeschi and J-Mac and Justin, all these guys are going to be super fast out there. Another name is Skylin. He has not been on this game very long, but he is really fast for just getting on this game not too long ago. So you're gonna have to look out for him also. These guys are out in qualifying right now, so they should be done pretty soon. And we'll get you who is on pole and for that first row, but it's gonna be super close. I'm excited, Element. But talking about next week, what do you see for the Glen? Do you know of any drivers that are super good there?
I can tell you where I'm putting my money right now, and that's J-Mac.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. He's gonna be setting the pace, and I've watched him race, and it's definitely helped me out on road courses, and I and definitely picked my pace up, especially at Roval when we had our SnB season. It just wow, like the dude is just insane on road courses. So
He hits all of his marks. There's rarely a spot where he messes up. I mean, consistency is key, and he's just got it at the road courses. I mean, it's really hard to beat him. But I'll tell you what, another guy that is super fast that I know of is Relic. He is really good at those, but I'm curious if we're going to see the consistency from him next week. But next week is a whole different story, so we're going to bring it back to Las Vegas. They are almost done with qualifying, and there is a group qualifier. So the more draft you have, the faster you're going to be. So these guys, depending on strategy, some of them might want to hang out in the back and kind of feel things out. This is the first time that the entire group has been together. Tons of practices throughout the week, but this is the true test tonight to see who can bring home a win. So it's going to be very, very exciting. We have Exalta Flames in chat. Thank you so much for the follow. What's up? Hope you guys are doing well. Melski says his pick to win is Rangers. Dark Horse will be Leafs Justin. I'm with you. I'm with you. Great picks for that.
it's not bad.
It
Yeah,
is not
absolutely.
bad. Absolutely. Let's see. Anyone else out here? Mr. Slidejob says, good luck, everyone. Go Cobra Jet. He's another one. He is really good, very clean, very fast. So I'm excited to see him out there and see what he can do.
Absolutely. It'll be a good time. That's for sure.
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
We're going to take a look at these standings. I know we are missing a couple tonight. I believe Jose was not able to make it. He's got some other commitments with his team. He is one of the pro leaguers along with Dohar, Tedeschi. We have a few of them out there. So some of them do have other commitments, but we're going to try to get everyone in here that we can. But with 134 laps, anything is possible tonight. And with the fuel of 20, I think we're going to see, like I said, one pit stop in stage 1, one in stage 2, and at least a couple in stage 3. Cautions are on, but we put them on relax. So we're going to see how this does. You guys know how the game reacts. Sometimes you get a caution for a tap on the wall. Sometimes you don't get any. So we'll see how they fare with that.
So that means a lot of green flag racing.
It does. Yeah, we were gonna do strict, but I was thinking, with how crazy it is, with how they do call out every caution, we decided to go with relaxed. Rhett is out there. He says he is pulling for Foxhound. Great pick. We talked about him earlier. Trav says, betray the cape. He wants some fans out there. I'm sure you have fans. And Exalta says, I am one of the PC guys, so I have no idea what's going on. You're here in a race. These guys are getting ready to race, and it's going to be really fun. So hopefully you can hang out and tune in, because it's going to be a crazy one.
Crazy's putting it lightly.
It's so tight. I love Vegas just because you can run so many lines. And I know you are king of the high side. You love riding the outside line. I'm the opposite. I love riding the inside line right on the apron right there. So, but you do get a lot of momentum coming off of the turns. So that can really help some of these guys out, and it can change things up.
Absolutely. You definitely don't want to hit the bumps going into one. Like you said, you either got to be on the bottom or you got to be on the top, and you can just roll coal on the top. I love it, and get a little bit more leeway if you drive in a little bit deeper. If you miss that bottom by just an inch or so, you're gonna wash up the track and you're gonna scrub speed. So it's gonna be interesting on who picks what line to run.
Absolutely. And sometimes I don't think you're going to have a choice. These guys are going to be 2 and 3 wide. So you're just going to have to take it where it brings you and hope that it sticks, and the drivers around you hope that their car sticks for them also. We've seen a couple of times in practice where it hasn't.
Yeah, you missed that bottom. Pray to baby Jesus that it don't just wash straight to the wall.
Absolutely. Exalta, these are cup cars at Vegas. They are custom set up, so these guys have brought their own tune, and they're going to try to be the fastest out there and the most stable. It's a fine line because, you know, you want to be the fastest, but you have to have the stability. If you don't have that, you're going to be wrecking loose, and that's obviously going to hurt you and everyone around you. So it is a fine line with these guys. So I give them a lot of props for making their setups and trying to get it the best that they can, because it can be very, very tricky out there.
A little bit more tricky sometimes, especially when you get on older tires.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. A lot of these guys can probably hang on with about 20 to possibly 30% left, and other guys, they're going to end the run probably on 1% or 0. So it can really change depending on the driver and how they have it set up.
Oh yeah, depending on how you have it set up, this track will eat either the right front or the right tire, and trying to find that balance in between getting even tire wear and having speed and consistency is quite a task. Let's just put it that way. So if you're already loose, you're just gonna get looser. If you're already tight, you're gonna get tighter. It's just the way this track is. I love it. I love this track.
It's a fun track. That and Auto Club is one of my favorite ones. We have more and more people joining. I really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting these guys and hanging out in chat. It's going to be a great race. They should be over with qualifying pretty shortly here, so we'll see who is on pole, and we'll get going to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It should be a ton of fun. I'm excited to be back in the booth, and this is Element's second time in the booth, but first series at least with me, so it's going to be so much fun. I'm excited to have you here, Element.
Yeah, thank you. I survived the first time. I survived.
You did good.
I swear I thought my shoelaces were tied and I was just tripping over my 2 feet the entire time.
Well, I'm getting word that we are ready to go to the race, so we should be getting an invite shortly. We're going to find out who is on pole once we get in there, but man, oh man, we have a lot of drivers ready and they are super excited. We have Prawn out there in chat. He says, hey Frozen, hey Element. What's up, Taddier? I hope you're doing well tonight.
Oh no, Taddier.
We have RVS.
Any bets on who got the pole?
I do not know. I am not hearing anything from inside Discord, and so I have no clue who's got the pole, but I'm assuming we'll get something soon.
I'm gonna bet on Rangers.
I know. RV Sports Star, what's up? Hope you guys are doing good. You got Rhett says Cape. All right. Awesome.
I need another invite. I screwed the pooch on that one.
I don't even have an invite. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, here we go. Here you go. I'll send you one.
What's that line? You had one job.
It didn't even make a noise, at least, or I was not paying attention enough. But here we go to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for 134 laps. Is going to be cool. I'm excited, but here we go. We got a fan for Afraid Snake. The dude is super fast. You cannot forget to mention him. Super fast. My worry with him is consistency. We're going to see how he does tonight. We're on board with TomTom Flitty. He is in that one car leading the pack at the moment. These guys super close, side by side, looking very good so far. Let's take a look. We have J-Mac attacking that 12 car. These guys riding very, very tight lines. So far, so good. We have the 11 in second, and that is Kerr, aka Rangers out there. Very, very fast out here, but man, these guys are super tight together so far.
Yeah, we got some 3 wide going into turn 3.
Let's take a look at these guys. We have Natterdays in that 37, another guy we have to talk about. He is another one super strong. We're going to have to find out if he's got the consistency. I raced with him a lot throughout the qualifiers. We always had a ton of good battles, so I'm expecting to see him up here quite a bit tonight as he is going to wrestle around these other drivers.
You're going to have to do a lot of wrestling and work your way to the front and be able to really work that draft, especially if you didn't get a good starter's position or how your strategy is going to play out.
Yeah, you know, starting position is a ton for these races. With this many cars on track, you have to have the starting position. If you don't have that, it is such a huge fight to get up through traffic. We're on board with Skyland right now. He is in that 20 car. I'm telling you guys, this is the guy that we met, did a lot of Forza racing together. He came on over to NASCAR Heat, and look at him out here. He hasn't been on here a ton, but this guy knows everything there is to know about cars, how to set them up, and just driving in general. So I am not surprised to see him up here already.
Literally got J-Mac and Dohar working together to get by Natterdays, and Tack moving up through the field. A lot of jockeying going on right now. Very good racing.
Absolutely. These guys are really, really on it tonight. Very, very clean. These guys, like I said, been practicing all week. So
Rangers
excited for tonight. Rangers going for the lead. Let's go back there and take a look at him. He goes through the lead side by side with the one car of TomTom Flitty. These guys are no strangers with racing against each other. We have Rangers with a little bit of a lead going into the turn here. TomTom on the outside just really holding that. He's going to get that nice run coming off the turn, and they are nose to nose going into the next. Man, so super tight. TomTom a little nose out there.
Got Natterdays right behind them trying to throw the blocks on Tack there on Tack running down the outside, and he just slid up coming out of 2 and threw a big block on him on that last lap. That was very close.
We have that 12 of J-Mac on the outside, but the 11, he is still holding his own. A little bit of contact there. They managed to hold on to it, but man, that was pretty close, but double file all the way through the field. As we go back, it starts to single file out, but man, oh man, these guys really, you can tell they've practiced. It is showing us Dohar makes some contact back there. We have a car wrecking. Will that bring out the caution element? That's going to be our first incident of the night. Very, very close here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it brought the caution out either. They are still green.
They are still green, so they are still moving. I'm not sure who that was involved with Dohar, but I'm not sure what happened with that. Going to be
like
very...
Dohar either came down or a car came up into him, and it was him in 24, and then I don't know what happened after that. Thinking he got in the grass and possibly came back up into the track.
We're on board with Natterdays. We have a front pack of 3 of them going around, but the 48 making some contact with Natterdays, pushing him against the wall. He suffers a little bit, loses a position to Dohar in that 88. They're still on the move, though.
Fighting back on the outside. They got 2 working together, 2 by 2. Got the 19 behind Dohar and the 14 behind Natterdays, and they are, Natterdays hitting the wall going into 1. And slides up in the middle. It's all again.
We're going to bring it back up here to the front. We have the 11 of Rangers. He is currently P2. We have Tom Flitty. These guys, I'll tell you what, in the SnB league, they were working together a lot in the league. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing them next to each other right here, right now, but they are doing an amazing job so far. 1-2 for these guys, and we have J-Mac currently sitting in third directly behind him, trying to put the pressure on Rangers right there. Diving it down low, trying to make something happen. He hangs back, hangs out behind him. These guys are just on the move, breaking away from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, if they stay that way, they can put a huge gap on them, and they can race amongst themselves till the end of stage 1.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can get a lap count from these guys, but so far I'm really impressed with the racing. They're doing a great job out there, keeping it pretty clean, and man, oh man, that is some tight racing out there, Element.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if Tom can hold that outside and work it, he can hold. Oh, big wreck on the back straight. Oh, another pearl. By Zeus's beard, if that didn't bring out a yellow, it did.
I do believe that did bring out a yellow, and that is the first caution of the night for stage 1. Exalta says it right there. He says mid-pack is getting dicey. We missed that wreck, but man, we saw a couple of cars losing it back there. That is going to bring your first caution of the night.
Yeah, I was just watching that battle up front, and then all of a sudden I just seen 4, 5, 6 cars just going everywhere.
We're going to see who takes a pit stop and gets those fresh tires and everything else. It's going to be super important at this point, but it's just going to help them out. I do you think we're going to see any of these guys stay out?
Oh, absolutely not. You want to come in, get 4 tires, fuel. If you don't, you're just a sitting duck all day. You'll go from the front to the back in a lap or 2.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes we do see a couple of guys try to risk it and stay out, but these guys said, nope, we're getting the fuel, we're getting the tires, let's do this. We're going for another round as we have Tom Flitty currently leading us off of the caution. Back to green, we have Rangers directly behind him. We have J-Mac currently sitting in third. These top 3 guys are really just making their presence known up here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I'm curious to see if they start trying to work that high line in more up front and try to defend it. That you can make it, even like you can still make time on the outside and pull away from a group of cars racing each other. It's just that this track's miraculous. I love it.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun to get the racing on here. We are on board.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, it's getting close up there.
Yeah, they're racing up there. Oh. He got a little tight off 2 or loose and just slid right into Rangers and gave him a little touch on the door. Oh, he's pushing it, that's for sure.
He sure is. We have Rangers on the outside. We have Tom on the inside. Rangers has a nice run. He is your new leader right here, but can he hold on to it? We're going to see Tom tucks up right in between him and the 48 there, so that is super close. That 48 looking pretty good out there. That is Foxhound Boss making his presence known also tonight. We have a couple of other guys. Let's take a look, see who else we have up here.
Yeah, Icy in the back. Going to the back.
Yeah, I'm on board with TAC 2488 in that 3, and he is with a group of 3 others. And they are trying to make their way up there, and they are doing a heck of a job battling. But man, oh man, a lot of tight racing back here also. Right in front of him, you see Stout Whiskey in that number 2 car.
Yeah, on that restart, J-Mac got the short end of the stick and lost a couple of positions there. He got stuck on that inside while the outside was just freight training him. Outside, it's amazing here. If you really can work it, your car works well up there, you can make up a lot of positions and hold off a lot of cars. I can't stop talking about the high line.
You love that high line. I don't blame you. You get amazing runs out there, and it really shows. So Foxhound.
Oh yeah, they're 3 wide for 4th.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Fox, Snake, and 19.
Hopefully we'll get a lap count. Apparently Discord was down. We are back up there. 19 laps in stage 1, so we're coming down to the wire here. But man, oh man, these guys are 3 wide. We have Justin out there. We have 2 more cars. Let's see if I can bring it back to these guys. But incredible racing, a car. Yeah, car loses it.
Down there on the inside.
Very, very tight, guys. The 9 of Leafs, Justin, we've seen him 2 wide. He's right there with the 47 of Climbing 88. These guys doing a great job. But man, it's getting pretty dicey out there, Edelman.
Oh yeah, when you start getting to the end of the stage, you want to try to get every position you can. And
oh, contact up ahead.
Fox.
Man, they were able to hold on to it, but man, oh man, some contact in which brought him into the wall.
Oh, he came down, hit 6-2, went right back up into the wall. They are trying to get every little inch. They're trying to all take, no give.
Yeah, and that's not the end of it. This is just stage 1. I mean, you know, stage points, they definitely help, and that's what they need for this. But I'll tell you what, these guys are going at it like they are going for the win. I can't wait to see what the final stage brings, but it's pretty crazy so far.
Oh, stage 3 will be cutthroat.
I don't know what this means, Element. We have Cobra Jet in the pit road, the 21 car. It doesn't look like he is going in for any tires or fuel. Hopefully we didn't lose him, but we do have another taker on pit road.
Oh, Ranger's going underneath Relic, better known as Thrills in my opinion.
Yeah, he will always be
He changes
Thrills
names more than he changes underwear.
That's so true.
Hard to keep track of. Oh, 37 in the wall, bounced off of Justin.
I just saw a glimpse of that. Right now, we are on board with Relic in that 19. He is making his way up there, currently sitting P4 directly behind the 48 of Foxhound Boss. These guys looking pretty strong so far, but man, oh man, they are super tight. We have J-Mac right underneath him. Relic out there, completely by himself on that high side. A guy, look, let's take a look back here who that is. But man, oh man.
Poor Natter is struggling a little bit, getting bounced around.
We had one guy going through the grass out here. That was looking pretty dicey, but we are on board with ECR Kool-Aid in that number 62 directly behind the 20 car, and that is of Skyland. These guys in a single file line just trying to catch up to the front guys. This field, you see it right there. We look back and we have a guy losing on the apron. He makes contact with the wall. I don't know that's going to be enough to bring out a caution. These guys are still staying green at the moment.
Look, oh, Dohar's. Something happened to Dohar there. I caught some car spinning, and I think it was him. I don't know what happened. All I saw was him just spinning.
Let's see if we can find out where they are. We have NSM Smack 41. He is currently out here completely solo. He had to be involved in an earlier incident, I'm thinking. You see the 18 of Twisted Assassin looking pretty good out there. He is kind of by himself. He's got a couple of cars behind him, a couple of cars ahead of him. He really needs to hook up with some cars and get that draft going and catch up to the guys ahead. We're looking at the back of the pack here. We have Doc Holliday. He is currently in that 4 car. He's got a couple of guys ahead of him, like I said, in order to catch up to these guys. We're going to have a stage break to catch these guys up together. But right now, they are just kind of on their own little island.
Oh, yeah, they're gone. I'm watching the second group back here. Stout, Snake, Tedeschi, Justin, and Kool-Aid, and Stout's trying everything he can to clear Snake on the inside. He just... Poor fella just can't get her done on the inside. I tell you.
I mean,
you
so much contact.
So much on the outside. Yeah. Oh, they are fighting tooth and nail.
Tedeschi looks like he's trying to take that 3 wide, and I bet you if he gets a moment, he's gonna try to do it. You know, I'm wondering what the guys. I'm wondering what the guys behind him thinks.
Oh, he
There goes
split 'em.
Tedeschi. Nice move on his part. He's able to make his way past them. Some of these guys going on to pit road for a scheduled pit stop. We have a guy going through the grass. That's going to make things pretty interesting. A huge pile up. Tedeschi trying to save it as guys lose it in front of him.
Wow. I don't know what happened there. It looked like the 14 got in the wall, or 22 got in the 14. I couldn't tell by the angle I was at, but there was some contact, and that just sent the 14 to the inside, and then something happened to Tedeschi, and I didn't catch it.
Yeah, Tedeschi just got caught up in it. We have our leaders on pit road. J-Mac has stayed out. He's got a couple of cars with him here, so we're going to see what they do if they decide to go in this time around. Now, these guys are not all in one party. They're in separate parties, so they have to make decisions on when to pit, who is around them, who can they communicate to. I told the guys, just make sure you go below the apron on the backstretch, let everyone know you're coming in. It's still pretty iffy though. Las Vegas is so tight with racing. If you're around people, it can be super hard to maneuver your way down to pit road in a safe way.
Yeah, especially with how tight this pit road is getting onto. You can make up time getting on this pit road, but you can also lose time because it is very slick getting onto foreign tires.
It really is.
It's easily missed.
Absolutely. Demigod, what's up? Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. You guys let me know who you are rooting for. You've seen some racing. We're still in stage 1 here. Hopefully you can get a lap count soon, but a couple of pit stops already. I'm expecting more. We have 6 to go for stage 1. It's coming down pretty close, guys.
J-Mac just smacked the wall coming out of turn 2. Oof.
You know, and I'm listening to some of these guys over Discord. I could hear a little commotion coming from J-Mac. We're going to try to find him, see if we can see what's going on, but I'm assuming he is safely now onto pit road. We have Stout Whiskey in that number 2 car. He is going on to pit road to take some tires and fuel. We should be around 5 to go at the moment. We're coming down to the wire here.
Absolutely. 5 laps can go by real quick.
Tom Flitty has already come down pit road and is out on track. We're going to see where these guys go and who's going to come out the leader. He does have Rangers directly in front of him, so once this all settles down, it should be, I'm assuming, Rangers in the lead. We're going to find out from some of the officials out here, but a lot of stuff going on, a lot of guys going on to pit road, a lot of guys coming out. We're coming up on traffic also. You see Leafs Justin side by side with TomTom as he is making his way on track. He tucks him behind him. So far, so good.
Oh, this pit road. It's funny sometimes. just watching J-Mac and Relic going down pit road. The cars are just hooking, going every single which way. Oh, God.
It can get crazy.
Funny. Oh yeah. The pit road thing is pretty funny, hysterical sometimes.
9 car is the leader. We have 3 to go. We are watching 12 of J-Mac make his way back out on track. We have Dohar passing him up. Let's take a look at the 9 car of Leafs Justin out here. If I can find him, there we go. He is your current leader in that Little Caesars car. He's got the 48 directly behind him.
Oh, he's hitting pit road.
He's hitting pit road, so we're going to have a new leader after this. And that should be, I'm assuming, after this is all said and done, it should be Rangers or and TomTom.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so hard. Oh, there's a pack right there. I'm trying to find some pack racing. They're all spread out all over the place now.
They are spread out. I mean, this should be coming down to 1 to go for the stage, I would assume. Rangers out there, 2 to go. We have Dohar directly in front of Rangers. We have TomTom Flitty directly behind him. We have Stout Whiskey in the mix. Very strong driver. That pack right there. Very talented, strong driver. So we're going to see who can capture the stage win.
Got TomTom battling on the outside, and I like the choice of lane right there. Just carry that speed. Look at that.
Look at this, 3 wide. We have Dohart, we have Rangers, we have Tom Tom going 3 wide. They make the pass. Dohart tucks in behind, and there they go.
Yeah, Dohart said no. He's like, no.
Tom. Final lap of the stage. Tom Tom out here. Let's take a look at these guys. If he is going to go ahead and take that stage win, it's going to be super close, guys. Dohart tucking down underneath. That is the end of stage 1. It looks like Tom Tom Flitty is going to take that one.
That was an intense first stage.
Yeah, it really was. All right, with stage 2, what do you think's gonna happen? Who are we gonna see out front here?
I think you're gonna see more of the same up front, at least for the first half of it, because it's very easy to defend your spot up front at this track. As you, like I said, you can just roll that high line, and it's so hard to pass on the bottom. Like, if you play your cards right, I mean, you can stay up front easily. So it's going to be hard coming back from the back. You're going to have to let the tires wear off, let them drop off, and hopefully be in the right spot at the right time and make some food.
It looks like these guys are out for stage 2. We have Tom Tom Flitty ready to lead them off. We have Rangers on that outside. And here they go for the start of stage 2. We have the 48 of Foxhound Boss. This guy is on a roll tonight. You've seen up here a lot. We have J-Mac on that outside lane. These guys looking good so far. That high side. Look at everyone just go down into the low line. It's just where you want to be at the start, but I'll tell you what, once it starts to move, it is a lot better to be on the outside. You get such a huge run.
Yep. Yeah, and I look with his lane choice right now and the run he can get off the corner, I definitely think Fox would make a run for the lead right now.
Yeah.
Especially with Rangers pushing him.
Absolutely. Rangers, he's not going to sit back there too long, though. He might push him right now, but if he sees an opening like he just did, here he goes, 3 wide. We have Rangers, but Tom Tom had such a huge run with those two battling it out. He's still going to maintain that lead. Let's take a look behind him. He's got Rangers on that outside once again. That's not Rangers. That is Foxhound Boss on the outside. We have Rangers directly behind Tom Tom Flitty. These guys are having a heck of a battle right now for stage 2.
Oh yeah, as you can see, you got all of them lining up from the middle to the top, and only a few select cars on the bottom. I think they figured out the lane of choice. Oh, he makes a crossover.
Oh, a little bit of contact right there. They hold on to it. Very, very tight racing. We see Stout Whiskey up there in the top 5. J-Mac side by side with Leafs Justin. These guys just, man, amazing racing.
Oh,
you
they
see
are
some
beating
contact. Yeah, Tedeschi making some contact with one of the drivers next to him. Let's see if we can go back there and take a look.
Well, thought they were almost going to go 3 wide per second. It's close.
It would not
Rangers
surprise
was showing
me.
a nose. Yeah, he was showing a nose and thought better of that.
We're currently on board with the Cosmic Storm. In that 42 car, he's got J-Mac directly ahead of him. He's got Tedeschi on his outside, and that is quite the field behind him. I mean, this field is really stacked, guys. A lot of competition out there. A lot of guys very, very willing and able to make a run for the win. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. But Tedeschi getting a nice run with all the draft going and the momentum going. 8 making a fantastic move, just kind of doing a crossover behind Cosmic Storm. A little bit of contact with the wall out there. Cosmic trying to save it. He does a great job. Huge pile up.
Big wreck.
Huge pile up right there. You would think it was. That is going to be a replay. Let's bring that out. That is another caution for the night in stage 2. You're seeing it right here.
I think that was half the field.
32 to go in stage 2, and we have our first caution of stage 2. You can see the pileup right there. A lot of cars are involved. That's gonna re-rack him And I guarantee we're going to see a lot of drivers taking the fuel, taking the tires. It means so much in this game. You cannot race and get anywhere on worn tires.
You can go to the back.
You can go to the back. And if you do stay out and you're out front, you might see yourself in another caution here.
Yeah, any little bit of wear at this track, you're gonna lose time very quickly, and you're gonna go from front to back super quick. It's unbelievable how fast you can go from the lead to last.
Yeah, it's so true. We're out here once again. Tom Flitty, name is said a lot tonight out here leading. We have Stout Whiskey directly behind him, giving him a nice push. He is trying to take that outside. We have Relic in that 19 car. He was currently in second, but Stout says, no, you know what? I want to be up here. I want to lead, and he's going for it.
Oh, yeah, and he was in the preferred lane of choice. So always going back to it. Tom doing a great job defending both lanes, and he's doing a great job actually running the bottom and making a lot of time and missing the bumps and not sliding the nose. And he hasn't gotten loose off too, so that's positive right there. So he's doing a really good job today.
Absolutely. We're on board with Relic in that 19. He is on that high side, man. I'll tell you what, I say that a lot about him. He doesn't have a lot of helpers out there. They really dive it down low into the turn. He's got Leafs Justin in that 9 directly ahead of him, doing a great job. We have a guy going through the grass. Yeah, Element.
Oh, there's another wreck.
We have another wreck back there. Oh. Will that be enough to bring out a caution? And it is.
I just seen that. I just seen that 41 go head on in the middle of turns 1 and 2.
Element, I mean, I say this race after race that I have announced, but it is the same story, different race, different set of drivers. Stage 1 is usually the calmest. You bring out stage 2, and these guys show a little bit more aggression. Once the final stage comes, all hands on deck. These guys are just going for every single position that they can.
Oh yeah, it's the last dance, and you got to make every move you can make. Got to get that high score.
Absolutely. We're going to see who comes out on top and who leads us from this caution into the green flag. Again, if I'm a driver, I am taking everything I can because you never know what is going to happen.
There's a shake-up. I think some guys stayed out or took 2 tires.
There sure
Could
is.
Get very interesting.
Let's take a look if we can find who the leader is, and that is Relic in that 19 car. We saw him out front there. Let's take a look and see, will he hold them off? He's got Tedeschi directly behind him in that 22. He's got the 8 on the outside. That is Turner. We saw him up here a little bit. Foxhound Boss in that 48. Been up here quite a bit tonight. These guys are very hungry for this win.
Yeah, you'd almost say it's like they're starving with how they've been going at each other.
We have side-by-side.
Last little piece.
Yeah, we have side-by-side racing for the current lead, and let's take a look on board with Relic. He's got 22 of Tedeschi directly below him. He's going to have a nose out. He's going to capture that lead. He's doing a great job, Relic. He's going to have a little bit of a run. He's going to dive it down low, see if it will stick. He's going to take it into turn 3. Will he be able to make that stick? Tedeschi is going to have that high line momentum. It's going to be crazy to see who takes this off the turn. Tedeschi is your new leader. These guys are looking 2 and 3 wide all the way through. Absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah, beyond incredible. Turner got split there by a couple of guys, and he is just heading towards the back.
Oh! Relic into the wall. That makes him lose a ton of positions.
They are all on top of each other.
I'm hearing a lot of commotion over the drivers for this. The lot going on, a lot of contact here. We have Justin with that 37. That is Natter Days. It's getting held up a little bit. We've got that 48 on the outside. Tedeschi with quite a bit of a lead out there. Will he be able to hold him off? These guys are going to have to work together, and they can catch him pretty quick.
Yeah, they keep racing like this. He's just going to keep gapping them. They got to do something about sorting this out. They are 3 wide and just double file from second on back. That is just there's just so much contact going on.
Look at
Like
this
watching a football
traffic.
game.
Yeah, we're on board with climbing 88 and that 47. Cars just going everywhere, left and right, and really trying to maneuver around. These guys are 2 and 3 wide, almost taking it 4. It's getting very dicey out here. We have that 14 of Afraid Snake directly ahead of him. We have the 4 of Doc Holidays right in front of the 47 of Climbing. So much traffic. It really takes a lot of patience to maneuver through here.
Oh yeah, you gotta have patience, because if you don't, you're gonna get caught up in something. And Tom just there.
Justin piled into the wall. Yeah, I do believe that was Doc Holiday that went along with him. That's gonna be the 3rd caution of stage 2. Let's get the replay on that, guys. We were able to have a front row seat to that one. Man, these guys are gonna have to pit.
No giving. There's no giving. They're just taking.
You can see the contact
it's
there.
It's been quite interesting to watch.
Yeah, Justin going right into the wall. The caution is out. These guys making things interesting. We knew that the racing was going to be super tight. That's just Vegas. We wanted to challenge these guys. Vegas is super hard on tires. It can be super loose if you don't tune it just right. The Glen, a road course, is going to test some of these guys. Then we have Richmond, a short track, another great one to test these guys. And we're going to end it at Auto Club, which is just straight fun. And we're going to see a lot of close racing like we are tonight.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Richmond. If they're having a little bit of commotion tonight, I can't wait for that. That's going to be a good one.
Absolutely. We're on board with Tedeschi, who is our current leader after the caution comes out. Oh, we have a little bit of lag.
Yeah.
It
looks like Turner's having some issues, and I just hear a lot of beating and banging going on.
Yeah, a lot of sheet metal banging back there, but Cape, it looks like everything has settled down a little bit. Tedeschi out front. Let's take a look behind him, see what we can see. We have Rangers directly behind him in that 11, 48 of Foxhound Boss. We have 14 to go in stage 2. These guys really staying out here, but look, Element, I don't know, did you see that behind? That looked like Cape once again. A lot of cars just going off. Man, that's gonna bring out another caution.
I can hear the party chat right now. I can hear it. I can hear the party chat. I've been there.
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. This is at the point of the race where I think we're gonna see cautions breeding cautions, and we're starting to get a little bit of a lag, which can be a huge issue. So hopefully that will calm down, and these drivers right now, they need to be patient with each other. They need to give each other some space, and once they start doing that, things will start coming down for them.
I think patience is out the window right now. There's probably a lot of frustrated guys, and they're going to be trying to take more than they can give.
Let's take a look. We are still, it looks like Tedeschi will lead us off once again. Let's see if we can go find him. Oh my goodness.
I'm right in the back here with Relic right now. I'm going to watch from his point of view and the whole field.
We still have Tedeschi in first, Rangers in second, Fox in third. These guys very well known up there. Tom Flitty in fourth. Oh, and there he goes. Crazy. I saw J-Mac back there in the front pack here. Man, getting a little crazy, but these guys managed to hang on to it. Just very tight racing.
Yeah, extremely tight. And with the way the draft is working and the lane choices, it almost is like running a super speedway race. If you're riding the bottom and you miss that, you can slide up to the guy that's on your outside, depending on where his lane choice of running the mid or up against the wall. Because that's the reason why I do love this track. You can run up against the wall and be really, really quick.
You know, I'm back here riding with one person we have not heard a lot of, Dohar in that 88. I mean, we saw him making a run up front, and he is going on the outside directly ahead of him. These guys are 3 wide. He gets shoved into the wall by
he got put in the wall.
climbing.
Oh,
Man, that is really going to hurt him right there. He manages to hang on to it. These guys all did, actually. Very impressive, but that 47, he did have some contact with him, and he's got Leaf Justin ahead of him. These guys have a little bit of work to do before they can get up to that front pack.
Yeah, they got a lot of work to do. And best thing to do is be patient. If you're gonna make up spots, you gotta be patient. You can't be putting your nose in where you shouldn't be putting it in. Oh, Tom and keep up in the wall.
Tom getting a little loose. It looks like a little bit of lag there. He drops back drastically right there. That's going to hurt his chances. We're going to find out. Let's take a look at the 19 of Relic. We saw him out front, led a few laps there. He's got a long way before he can work his way up to the front. It looks like Tedeschi, if I can find my way to him, he's up here with a battle going on.
Oh, the 8 just smacked the wall nose first, and there they all go.
And there
I
they
don't know
all
what happened,
go. And here we go.
All I seen was a hard right.
Yeah, this is where it gets brutal, guys. Stage 2, and yet another caution. A little bit of a lag going on here. I don't know what happened with that, but man, oh man. Hopefully the lag calms down, and I say it time and time again, but once you see that, it just gets super hard. There's just nothing you can do with it. Bearded Beast,
yeah, that's pretty
what
much
is
just up to your internet provider.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, at some points, I think it's the game also. I don't think that sometimes the servers can do the long races with the cautions. The more cautions you have, the more lag you have, and it goes round and round like that.
Yeah, absolutely. That bit me in one of the at an Atlanta. It was when I had a Wi-Fi connection and I went to a hardwire, and I haven't experienced lag. Hopefully.
Yeah, two
Knock
to
on
go.
wood.
2 to go right there. We have Rangers in the lead. Out front, he's got Tedeschi on his outside. He's going to tuck it in directly behind him. Really pushing it pretty close there. He's got J-Mac. These guys are nose to tail all the way back.
Oh, car flipping.
These guys are getting crazy. You need the patience. You need the patience. I do believe the caution has come out, and that should end the stage.
I don't know who that was, but I saw somebody flying back there, and they went for a ride. It was a straight moonshot.
This is craziness. Rangers is going to win that stage. Tedeschi in second. Man, these guys are just getting absolutely insane so far, but again, a lot of it is the lag, and there's not going to be a lot that they can do about this. Just give each other space, and you got to have the patience come out.
Yeah, definitely need more patience, especially when there's cars lagging. Probably should give a little bit more room.
Here we go for yet another stage. Tom Flitty, you see him way back here. I'm going to bring it up to the front, see if we can find out who is leading. And this is going to be none other than the one I was talking about. That's going to be JRM Dohar 88. In that 88 car, and he brings it all the way up to the high side. He's got the lead coming back, looking pretty good so far. He's got 19 of Relic behind him, and in third he's got the 48 of Foxhound Boss, and there they go behind him.
They are all over each other. Big wreck.
Cars flipping. If that doesn't bring in a caution, I don't know what would.
I've seen wrecks like that not bring out a yellow. I've been bitten by that.
Exalta says, why all the crashes? You know, I'm thinking lag is a thing. Cautions can be very dangerous out there. You want to have the cautions. You want to give the guys a chance to bring it back up if they get involved in something. But we've seen it time and time again where when you have cautions, something in it just brings out the lag. And once there's lag out there, once you have this tight racing like that, it's so hard to recover from that. I mean, if you're in a group of 5 or 6 people and the guy in front of you lags, the whole field is gone.
Absolutely. it's a lingering back pain. It just will not go away.
Let's take a look at J-Mac and hearing him over the radio. He is currently sitting in 20th. He's going to have a long way to go. Not the place he wants to be after being involved in that wreck and fixing damage. But man, oh man. Yeah, it's a tough one out there. We have Foxhound Boss. Let's take a look at him. See if I can get him on here. He is currently your leader out here after the caution came out. We have the 20 car currently in second. That is Skylan. Another talented guy, one of the Dark Horse picks out here, doing a great job at single file up until you get around 4th and 5th place, Element.
Oh yeah, definitely got to throw it up to Skyline, doing a great job tonight. And they are still all over each other from mid-pack on. And they're just trying to get every little inch. There's still a lot of racing.
They really are.
But I definitely see J-Mac making a run back at it. He's got a really good car.
You know, I am just seeing so much contact. We have the 4 car of Doc Holliday just really pushing. I believe that was climbing, pushing him all the way up to the wall, climbing, trying to save it. He wasn't able to, goes off the track. Very, very sticky situation for these guys, but man, as far as I can tell, they are still green as we're on board with the 62 of Kool-Aid. Another fast guy, very, very clean, but man, oh man, these guys are bringing out the aggressive tonight.
Oh yeah, especially when you get some cautions, and you're trying to make up all that track position that you lost or didn't have, and you're gonna try and take everything you can get at this point because it's the last stage. It's go time.
It is definitely go time.
That's in the back of these guys' minds.
It is go time, and they are showing it. We're on board with more than a cape in that 24. He's directly behind Natterdays in that 37. Very, very tight. It gives him a little bit of push, putting some pressure on him, saying, let's go. We got to get up there. We're going to see what they can do. Behind him, we see Justin. We see Tom Flitty. A lot of fast guys that are in the back of the pack that need to make their way to the front. We'll see if they can do it.
And they're just still beating and banging on each other back there, trying to get everything they can. Oh, you had three of them all got together, and they are trying. They are pushing.
They are really pushing. We're looking at that 47 of Climbing 88 involved in an earlier incident. He is making his way back up there. He's got the 41 directly ahead of him, and that is NSM Smack. As soon as I said the word smack, we have 62 of Kool-Aid just smacking the wall. That was insane.
Oh, yeah.
No caution for that.
He smacked that.
That was perfect timing.
He smacked that like a bad child. Yeah.
Oh, no. Good Lord. We're on board with Goodweiser in that 43. We haven't talked a lot about him, but he is another clean driver. He has one car behind him, but these guys are really going to have to work together to make something happen. That is the 40 of Delta Rocket. But these guys have really have lost the draft out here. A few packs so far in stage 3. You can see that first front one up there and a huge second one. The third one is probably around the same size.
Yeah, that second pack, they ain't going to be able to do anything if they don't start trying to figure out who needs to be where so they can track down Fox and Skyline. Because if they keep doing what they're doing, they can just walk away from them with the draft.
Yeah, absolutely. B&M says, I wish they had a lap counter on the screen. I hear ya. I hope that they add it. We're going to find out. But Twisted, going pretty close to that apron. I don't know if he is signaling that he needs to go in, but they should not need to as of right now. But he goes straight past, and maybe he was just a little loose. Let's take a look at the 4 of Doc Holliday in that green 4 car. He's got Dohar directly in front of him in that 88, and it looks like that might be Tedeschi directly in front of him. These guys have a nice little pack going. If they can make it work and get that thing moving, they're going to catch the guys ahead pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. All they need is get Ooh. All they need to do is get a couple good guys right there lined up, and they'll be able to track them down within just a few laps. Because every car in that draft will matter.
Absolutely. We're taking a look. We have a car coming up on track. I want to find the leader here, and that is none other than Foxhound Boss. He's got the 20 of Skyland directly behind them. These guys have put a little bit of padding behind them. They have Tedeschi currently sitting in third. You can see him back there. They have the numbers in that second pack compared to the first one, but they're making their way through, Element.
Yeah, they are. They're doing a great job. 24, oh, a big wreck. 24 was spinning going into one, or almost going into one, and just 3-4 guys just had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, and that will bring out yet another caution. I need my caution counter. Hopefully we can get a count on how many laps we are at the moment, but we are well into the final stage here.
Tell you what, though, Skyland doing a great job tonight.
He did, yeah. These guys are doing a great job. 1 and 2 of Fox and Skyland. Like I said, Sky is newer to the game, but he really knows what he's doing. B&M, yes, tomorrow is the first Pro League race. I do believe it should start possibly 8 p.m. tomorrow night Eastern time. Take a look, so I'm not mistaken. But yeah, tomorrow is their first race. Let's take a look at the leader here, see if we can get on board with him. That is none other than the 8 of Turner. He pulls off track, so he must have not pitted and letting these guys go on by. The 20 is currently in second with Fox out front once again. We're going to see if they can leave the guys behind him in the dust, but Tedeschi, he's not letting them. He's already getting underneath the 20 of Sky, and he is trying to make another lane with some help behind him.
Yeah, he don't have that ground to make up anymore, so he's right there. He's gonna try to get it. Tedeschi does not like to sit and wait. He likes to go, and that's what I really like about him. Like, it's go time.
It is go time. He's already made his way up to second place, and he is going to work on Foxhound Boss, trying to take away that lead if he can. He is a man on a mission in that 22 car.
They were 4 wide mid-pack.
These guys are crazy out there. I mean, I say now is the time to be patient, and but we're coming to the end of the race, guys. You can't be patient if you want to win the race. So these guys are trying to make something happen. I do believe because of that, we are going to see a couple of more cautions with the aggressiveness of these drivers as Tedeschi drives down underneath Fox, makes a move for the current lead, and there he goes. He's got a nose out. Will he be able to keep it? Nose to tail, these guys are side by side completely. Fox getting a nice little run, touches, makes some contact with that 22. Man, some nice momentum that Tedeschi's getting.
Yeah, Tedeschi's making that bottom work for him. That run on the outside, if Fox can just keep his nose right there and not let him slide in front of him, he can drive her down into turn 1 and get back on his outside and roll the center and get a nice run up off the corner, but wasn't able to make it happen.
Yeah, Fox doesn't have the help that he needs on that outside. Natterdays, however, in that 37, he's got a couple of guys he's bringing with him. One of those is Skyland in that 4 car, 48, trying to do all he can to maintain what he's got so far. Tedeschi, he's looking at everyone fight behind him, and he's saying, just keep at it. He's trying to get Natterdays to help him out, but these guys going single file, trying to hang on to it.
Yeah, I don't think Natterdays is going to try and say he's going to try and race Tedeschi, and these guys are going to try to get every single position they can get right now, and you don't want to be sitting too long, because if you sit too long, you're not going to be able to make your ground up to leaders, especially if you restarted mid-pack.
Absolutely. We're on board with our current leader. That is the 22 of Tedeschi. He's got some competition below him, and that is the 37 of Natterdays. A little bit of contact there between Fox and Natterdays. Man, Tedeschi getting a nice push. Fox going down, diving underneath Tedeschi directly in front of Natterdays. What a nice move. That is going to put him in the lead. Fox doing an amazing job out here tonight.
Yes, he has been doing a good job all night. He's showing some pretty good patience and kept his car up front and clean, and that's exactly what you got to do.
Absolutely. We've seen him out here practicing quite a bit. But man, I'm thinking he's saving the best performance for tonight because he is really showing it. Tedeschi diving underneath 48 of Fox. These guys are going side by side once again for the lead, really pushing him up the track, putting the pressure on him, trying to see if he's going to make a mistake. These guys just contact, giving donuts all the way down the doors right here. Absolutely intense.
I like where Natterdays and Stout are sitting right now. They're in what I would call the preferred line.
Oh!
As I say that.
Two of Stout whiskey gets turned completely around.
Cosmic just went straight into him.
Man, I feel like that is what we call the booth curse right there. That is going to bring out yet another caution.
As I said that, that had to happen. What in the world?
Booth curse, I'm telling you. Here it is. Some great racing, though. It is really fantastic. These guys really testing each other, but man, oh man, we're gonna have some guys that are gonna not be so happy after this race, I would imagine.
That's putting it a little lightly.
We might have some rivalries forming after this race. We're gonna find out. We will get the top three.
Fun.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. We will get the top 3 interviews tonight after the race is over. Let's see if we can get on board with the leader up here. That is Foxhound Boss in that 48. Here we go. He's going to lead us off of the caution. Tedeschi in that 22 on the outside. Fox has a nice start right here. A couple of guys battling it out. I see Dohar making some contact as they are already 3 wide going into the turn here. All tempers are flaring, boys. I'll tell you.
Yeah, they gotta be by now. They gotta be broiling hot.
B&M, this is a short series, our first ever that we have done for SnB. It's only 4 races, but it is every Tuesday. The 20 putting so much pressure on that 48. He is all over him. Absolutely incredible racing, but man, it is nose to tail.
Yeah, got Snake and Tedeschi there beating and banging going into turn 1.
We have Sky going side by side with Tedeschi. We have Leafs Justin directly behind Sky. These guys really, really close racing. Double file all the way back with Fox having that nice nose edge out. Tedeschi bringing it out high, trying to make something happen on that outside. He's going to have the nice momentum coming off that turn, but Fox, he's doing everything he can to hang on to it.
Yeah. This high line is now rolling, as I would like to say, because it is that momentum you can just carry through center off is just gorgeous. It's mystifying.
You do love that high side. It is really cool to see the momentum that you get coming off of it. Tedeschi, he knows how to use that. Fox, he seems to be making anything work for him. Tedeschi's got a little bit of a nose out ahead of Fox. He will be your new leader. Can Fox defend it and bring it back? We're going to find out. He gives a little bit of a contact with him, trying to get that side draft. We're going to see if it works for him. But man, oh man, side by side for first, for second, for third. These guys are insane.
Yeah, they are it's getting pretty gnarly right now, and I just want to say Tom and Justin have made their way up to the front, and that 2 weapons that are or not weapons, but not what I meant.
2 weapons. You're gonna hear about that from them.
Not what I meant. Not what I meant. I mean, 2 good cars. That's what I meant to say. They have strong cars. That's what I meant to say. Then they're going to be challenging Tedeschi and Fox. They are really fast.
Absolutely. We're on board with Leaf Justin in that 9 car, and we have some contact that is going to bring out a lot of cars that are wrecking at the moment. Man, we had at the moment Tedeschi and Leafs Justin, who were first and second. I'm not sure what happened with that, but you see the carnage after.
I can tell you exactly what happened. I was talking about it. I think that curse might be true.
It is a thing. I can tell you it's happened to me a few times, but hopefully I can get a confirmation, but I'm hearing 20 laps. 20 to go until we bring someone home for the win. We're going to find out. But again, we're going to say it. These guys are going to take 4 tires, get that fuel filled up, and we're going to go at it again. This is going to be interesting. This should be the final pit stop that they need to take. I mean, let's hope that no more cautions come out, but it's going to be very close, guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't have to pit again. It was like 20 laps of fuel.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got 20 laps of fuel, and there should be less now that the caution has come out. A few laps go by from there, so probably around 19 or 18 at this point. But we have Tedeschi in the lead, Justin on that outside. Not a lot of help for him, as we see a lot of guys on the outside ducking down into line. We have the 20 on the outside. That is Sky. Rangers on the inside with Fox and Doc and Natterdays. Very, very close.
Yeah, definitely not surprised to see Rangers back up there after he finally made that ground back up. Just took him a little bit of time, but he is right there. Not surprising.
Yeah, very tight racing right there. Tedeschi still in the lead. Rangers in second. We have Fox, and we have that 20 car of Sky going side by side for third. Justin directly behind these guys in the 9. Just, I gotta say, incredible racing. We've had quite a few cautions, more than I thought we would have, but in between that element, it's been pretty good racing.
Yeah, it's been some radical racing, so to speak. They have been trying to run over each other all night.
We are on board with Sky, and at the moment I see him getting a little bit of a knock from Doc Holliday. We've seen that a couple times from him. He gets in front of him from that contact, and Sky falls back another position as he was being knocked up this side of the track there. Natterdays in the 37 down below Sky. We have 9 of Leafs Justin behind him. We see Relic in that 19 car. A lot of SnB drivers out there from the league. He's in the mix also.
At this point in the race, it's anybody's game right now. I mean, trying to find words, but they're not coming to my mouth.
We have the 11 diving down low. He's going to try to make a move on Tedeschi. Couldn't make it happen. He stays behind him. I do believe that is still Fox in third, and this guy out front the entire night. Consistency, man, he is the one for consistency tonight. We have Doc Hollidays currently in that 4 car and P4, so doing a great job so far for him also.
Yeah, they've been doing a pretty good job here in this final stage. Only 1 caution, 2.
I feel like stage 2 had a lot of cautions, but it also had a lot of lag, which I feel contributed that. Yeah. We're on board with the 19 of Relic. He is currently sitting behind the 4 of Doc Holliday. A little bit of contact. Doc really squeezing these guys up on the high side, trying to make some moves and trying to get a better position for himself. We have the 37 of Natterdays on that high side. Tedeschi kind of going wherever he wants, as he's got a little bit of a buffer between him and second of Rangers.
Yeah, the harder they race, the farther he'll get away. That's the name of the game right now.
They were just 3 wide for about 5th place, and man, these guys are really pushing
Rangers
all that they can. Let's see if we can bring it up to Rangers. Currently in the 11 car, he is sitting P4 at the moment. He's got Doc Hollidays directly ahead of him. Somebody makes contact with the wall. Man, really stacking up behind these guys.
Yeah, they're like a stack of chips. There is no room in between them.
You have the top 5 guys and then a nice pack behind him.
Analogy.
And that is where you could really cover him with a blanket. I'm going to bring that one out. But the 20 of Sky is hanging on to that front pack with Rangers directly ahead of him and currently 4th. Getting very, very close to the end, guys. Hopefully we can get a lap count soon. But we have Fox in second. Tedeschi is your current leader. Doc in third. And 11 is Rangers sitting in 4th.
Yeah, Fox trying to make a move on the inside of Tedeschi right now. And, Tedeschi got loose off 2.
8 to go with that contact. We're coming down to the wire for the win here for the race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Tedeschi still currently the leader. Fox looking to get a win. We see Relic run into the wall. He spins out. I'm not sure if he took anyone with him, but I do see a couple of cars that are possibly off track back there. I don't think that's going to bring out the caution for it, though.
No, it didn't. They're still green. They're still hauling the mail.
48 and Tedeschi are side by side for the lead. The 48 is trying to get the win here tonight. Excellent job. He's got some help behind him from Rangers, but Tedeschi really rolling that high side. We're going to see who can prevail and make the lead here. Oh, 3 wide. Tedeschi gets a little bit of contact from the 48. A little bit of help, I think, might be from the Rangers from going down below underneath.
Yeah, I don't think Fox expected that move. It looks like they had a little bit of contact and it kind of chopped Tedeschi's nose there.
Let's go on board with Fox as he is your current leader with Rangers in second currently behind him. Man, coming down to the wire, almost 5 to go and a couple of laps here. So we're going to see some crazy racing, some crazy moves. But Fox, I guarantee he's going to be looking in his mirror quite a bit as we go through these final laps. We have Rangers going underneath, gets loose, and he wrecks Fox, who was the leader.
He's flipping.
That is going to make some unhappy people right here.
I can hear it now. I can hear it now.
5 to go right there. Man, that was something. I got to say, that was pretty nutty. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. We have a few saying, I told you that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Oh, we're just going to see the after effects here. All right. You know, I think we're going to have some unhappy people after that one.
yeah, there's definitely going to be some disappointment after that. That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, Fox had a really nice run, was leading a few laps there up front all night long. And there he is in chat. You can tell already he is not very happy. Tempers are flaring.
Is this Bristol?
You would think so. You would think so. We have Doc who's going to lead us back on the final few laps. We have Rangers on the outside. A couple of laps left, guys. This is it. We have Justin out here in second. A nice start for him as we have 2 to go. You see Dohar up there. We have 37 of Natter Days currently sitting in third. Man, tighten your belts, guys. It's going to be a crazy final laps as we have Justin going on the outside of Rangers for the lead. Will he get that momentum off of the high side? We're going to find out. He doesn't have a lot of help out there. He needs that help and he needs that momentum.
Yeah, you definitely got to have that momentum. You got to have at least one car with you on the outside. You got them all lined up on the inside right now. But you can kind of hold your own with them. Definitely got to have a car helping you.
I just saw Tedeschi get put into the wall, but here we go. This should be the final lap. We have 11 going into the turn along with Justin on that high side. Justin falling back just a little bit. Will he be able to bring it home for tonight? 11 still has the lead here. We're going to find out. 11 will be your winner here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So close. Justin side by side with him.
That was an amazing finish.
That was insane. Hopefully we can get a count on who got third, but I do believe it was Rangers, Justin, and we'll see who got third. It looks like Natterday.
I was really hoping. Yeah, I think Natterday's got the third. I was really hoping Justin would get that run and show the dominance of that high line. But
yeah, definitely. So B&M, the wreck that you see is the AI taking over. Apparently the AI are not great at taking over the cars, so it usually ends with you wrecking after the line. Rangers wins that race, though. Close finish for these guys, but a great job. You know, I don't know if Fox is going to want to talk to us, but I think he should be in the booth also. All right, we're going to get Justin in here.
Right? Oh, my controller.
All right, we need Rangers. Oh, there he is. I just passed him. And we need Natterday. Oh my goodness, your comments, guys. This is crazy. Rangers, congratulations on the win tonight. I think you saw a lot of positions out there. What was your mindset going into the final parts of the race and trying to get that win?
Oh, just the last little bit of the race. It was hectic to say the least. Like I said, I feel really bad. I feel really bad for Fox. We were having a great race up there, and I absolutely just wrecked him. There was nothing about it, and I feel awful for that, and I really am sorry for that. But overall, the race, there were a decent amount of wrecks, unfortunately, but it was fun racing up front with everybody.
Absolutely. Now, I have a question. Were the wrecks, did you guys see a lot of lag on track, or was it just aggressive driving?
No, there was lots of lagging. The 1 and the 8 were lagging quite a bit out on the track.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were seeing also, but you guys had a lot of tight racing tonight, a lot of close calls, and I know you're a very, very clean driver, so I know that it wouldn't be anything intentional between you and Fox, but very great race between you two. A great win for you. So congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, Element, you want to bring Justin and give him his interview, your first interview ever?
Oh boy.
Well, the tables have turned, Justin. The tables have turned. So, you were back there about mid-pack there in stage 2 and worked your way up there and got yourself a second place finish. And I was really hoping you would get that run on the outside. And you had it. You had a very good run, and that margin of victory had to be very small. What was your mindset coming from making your way back up from mid-pack to get up front for that second place finish?
It was a lot of chaos in the mid-pack. Like, you had to, obviously, I think the high side, everybody, at least we're on our side in our party, was collectively, like, get to the high side to make up ground, get to the bottom side if you want to be safe, and there's not really a whole lot of crossing over between those two. So it was trying to find the balance of making up ground and trying not to get wrecked and sent to the back yet again, which happened, I think, to everybody at least a couple of times. But
Yeah,
that race at the
yeah,
end was wild.
Yeah, it was very wild, that entire race. I was really hoping you had that run. That was great, because that was a great finish between you and Rangers.
I think we were almost 3 wide at one point, or we were 3 wide going into that corner, and it was the fewest amount of cars and still yet a cluster.
I just wanted to prove the High Line was dominant.
You and that high line, I swear.
He almost proved me right.
Well, you brought home a great second place finish. Very tight racing between you and Rangers for the win here. But second is amazing, and well, I can't wait to see what you guys do for the Glen out there. All right, Natterdays bringing home podium in third. You had also a great race tonight. We saw you in a lot of positions. How was the start of your race?
Yeah, it was a good start, and then just the story of the night. Things got tricky. I got I got my nose cut off in the beginning of the run and sent back to last, of course, and just it wasn't give or take. It was whatever spot was open, people were taking, including myself. I got a few messages. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got a few messages on that race. It was just one of those races. We all have those where it was tight racing. You guys seen it for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is
right
the
there
first...
to the end too.
Absolutely. This is the first race of the season, a very short season, but first race where everyone is together. So you're racing with perhaps a couple of new names out there, a lot of guys on track, a lot of really fast guys. So you're going to have really tight racing, and people are going to be, I feel, a little bit more aggressive. So how do you take that going into the Glen next week?
Speed, position, qualifying. You need to qualify up front for sure.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I don't know if you hear my wife laughing in the background.
You're good.
She's and that's pretty much everywhere at every track. You know, qualifying up front is definitely key.
Absolutely.
I feel like I got a lot of redemption from my terrible 3 races that I had in the Pro League qualifiers or preseason, whatever you want to call it. They were terrible, so I just want to be out here doing my best and kind of getting redemption on all that. So
Well,
here I am with P3 this week. Hopefully P3 or P1 for next week.
Absolutely. You did great there tonight. Brought home a P3. That's going to carry over with some good momentum for the Glen. I think consistency and speed is going to be key there. So I wish you a ton of luck going into next week. It was great to see you guys race out there. Element, you're going to have to bring in Fox, and let's see what he has to say. He had a great
PG,
night out
please.
there. Yeah. Yes, Fox.
Yeah,
Let's keep it PG.
Yeah. For the record, you were my dark horse pick. Okay?
Well, I appreciate that, buddy.
Alright, so you had a great race. You doing everything you needed to do to keep up front there, and you led a bunch of laps. And then the moon shot happened. So
Yeah,
when you flew to the moon, did you actually land, or did it just keep flying?
I don't know. I just kind of put my head down in disbelief. You know, it almost felt deliberate. But, I mean, him and Tedeschi were running up there all night, and as soon as I passed Ranger, I don't know, it just felt like a spiteful hit. But it is what it is.
With your...
Go
ahead.
Sorry.
With your strategy, I mean, what was your strategy going into the race? How did you keep your spot up there all night?
Just, you know, riding that high line. I felt like the second you started riding the low line, then multiple cars would start past you. So, you know, just keep your eyes in that rearview mirror. Man, that was my big strategy.
Yeah. I mean, you did good out there, I have to say, and I'm not sure what you got in the race, but knowing that how well you did out here,
It's not good.
Well, I guarantee you we're going to see you up here again for a good reason in the booth. So you did run a great race. I had to tell you that, and it was really cool to see you out there in the lead and fighting for a win out there. So great job to you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really good, man.
All right, Element. That's it for tonight. Crazy, crazy race. Some great racing out there for the most part. A little bit of lag contributed to a couple of cautions. But these guys, I'm excited to see what they're going to bring for next week at the Glen.
The Glen.
10 seconds later, you crack me
The
up.
Glen.
It should be
Slight
cool.
delay.
Yeah, a little bit of a delay. That's good. But yeah, we'll be back next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys can tune in and check these guys out. A little bit of a caution-filled race tonight, but that's to be expected. It's Las Vegas, and there was a little bit of lag out there. So we'll see what we can do next week. Hope to see you then. Until then, you guys take it easy.